Okay, it's 8 o'clock. So I have a new device. I got a new phone, and I'll wait for someone to pop on here. Okay, Lily. Hi, Lily. I have a new phone, Lily. Does my video look okay on your end? I don't know. I am hoping I see red paper. Yes, over here. Okay. Can you see me touch these cards here? Do you see what I'm am I in camera? Yes. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I got a new phone, and I'm not sideways, am I? And I'm not skinny, right? I think, yes. Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, great. I have been working with this thing all day, looking things up on what to set it on and how to do it. And I think that now we will not autofocus, which was making me just sick to my stomach. And today I was like, oh no, not another day of autofocusing on a Sunday evening. But I think we're good. So let's just go through a few things. These are the card kits if you place an order with me, or if you're a downline or a, hello Judith, or if you're a downline or a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. These are the card kits for the month of June. They will be changing next weekend. So I've been working on some things for that. And that's if you place an order with me. If you're a downline or a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you get those. You are wide landscape. The only thing is it's a wee bit far away. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see if I can fix that. Thank you for helping me, Lily. I appreciate that. Okay, let's go here. Sorry for the... Is that better? I dropped the tripod down. Is that any better? Am I closer? I don't know. Okay, so, and then we have my Happy Crafting Card Kit class. And this is where you get 2 of each designed card plus the envelopes. So you get 8 envelopes and 8 card kits to put together. And these are the card kits for the month of June. And again, these will be changing next week also. So this is the last week to get these. It's $25. I send you a PayPal invoice. Okay, great. It's closer. Oh, thank you, Judith. I send you a PayPal invoice. I take a personal check or a money order. And the only thing with the personal check is that it has to clear the bank. Now, tonight, the giveaway, you're going to get the card that we make. And then I pulled some of these things out of my basket. That is, I think it's lovely lipstick on a basket weave. I don't know why I'm not using it. And then I just have some other little things here that I found this gold, or not gold, it's like I guess it is. No, well, whatever color bench that is. I think that is just so cute. I know you guys will make something wonderful with that. Just some circles and framelits and this and that. So just a hodgepodge of things here. And then in this set, because I love to play with the dies, and there's so many times that I get a set and I don't know what I'm doing whatsoever with it. So hi, Sue. I just kind of play with the dies. So in this set, here were these two dies right here. Now, instead of framelits and thinlits, now we call them dies. Everything is a die, which is kind of nice for me, because then I don't have to worry about is this a thinlet, is this a framelit, they're all dies. So this is in the Magnolia Memory dies right here. And these 2 little dies were there. And I was like, well, what do you do with that? So here's what you do with it, because I just started playing with it. So I made a black background, and then I cut this out of Pretty Pink. Right, or petal pink. I always call it pretty pink. It is a pretty pink, but I call it pretty pink. It's petal pink. And then I cut this one out of Granny Apple Green, and this is pretty peacock. and they just layer on top of each other. Isn't that kind of neat? That really makes, hi Patricia, or Patrice, I'm sorry. This kind of really makes a nice little element on a card, I think. So here are these two, and these will go in the giveaway also tonight. So you guys can experiment with that, and then you get a card. So what you do is, like everybody's doing, you just leave a comment on here, and it has to be on the Facebook page. The comment has to be on the Facebook page, just like what you guys are doing. And then I write your names down. This will be tomorrow night after work. I write your names down. I stick them in this little bucket that I have, and I pick a name out. There's really no big to do about it at all, because I'm just a very simple person. Also, if you're a new customer of mine, I'm going to send you a brand new catalog, and then you're going to get 6 sheets of DSP. And I don't know which kind you'll get. I've just been, whatever I've had left over, I've cut up into 6x6 sheets, and I'm sending that with new customers now. For a while now. I don't know how long that'll last. I'll just kind of keep doing it. And so we're using, again, the Magnolia bundle. I love this bundle. You've watched me use this Magnolia. I use this one on some little boxes with the cards that I made. I don't know if you guys, I'm pretty sure everyone has seen those little boxes, but I was inspired by our paper pumpkin. It was an act of kindness to make something little. So I found this box on Rhonda Wade's site, and I really liked the way that it opened. It was very simple to make. And then I made 3 little cards in here. Isn't that cute? I made the envelopes, and then I made the cards. So that was kind of sweet to do, sweet and fun to do. There's a video on my YouTube channel about this. So that was a lot of fun to do this past week while I've been off. So now I work 3 days a week, just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I craft the other 4 with you guys. And in the midst of all of that, I work in my grandchildren, my children, and a little time in the swimming pool, and we're happy. I am just so happy right now that I don't see this camera going in and out, in and out, in and out, because it's not autofocusing. So let me move these aside. I don't want to lose them, of course. And we are going to do a little embossing tonight. I love to emboss, but I have to tell you, I shy away from it because sometimes I don't like the way it comes out when I do it. And I see so many people do so many things with such beautiful embossing. But I did emboss this Enjoy Today on the black. So let's talk about our measurements first. We have a medium Whisper White envelope. We have a card base that's thick Whisper White, and it's 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. It will open like this. And then I have a piece of basic black here, and this is 2 inches by 4 1/4. Let me make sure. Yes, 4 1/4. 2 inches by 4 1/4. And then this piece of DSP from the Magnolia Lane, hi Deborah, it's not autofocusing at all. Oh, thank you so much, Lily. I appreciate it. I've had so many people comment that it makes them sick to their stomach. And I hate seeing that. It's like in and out, but I think I've got it fixed now with this phone. So this piece of DSP from the Magnolia Lane DSP is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's the complete front of the card. Yes, a petal pink is a peachy pink. And I really want to get those blends. I don't have them yet, but that's what this is in here. And that is a peachy pink. I really, really like that. Hi, Glenda. So that is what we're going to be using. And let's go ahead and make our flower. And here is another thing I want to ask you guys. Okay, I love this card. It's so pretty. Look at this die that we're going to use there. Okay, that's how it opens up. And this has, it is embossed. It's very, very difficult to see, but it is embossed right there. It's very pretty. So I made this little flower, which these dies come in that set. But I had these corks, and I think they are so cool. So let me ask you guys, cork or no cork? And I would put it right there. So just comment. I'm not sure. I wasn't really sure, so I didn't stick it on there. From the picture from this morning that I posted, I did put a pearl in the center. I thought it needed a pearl. But I wasn't sure about adding the cork to this or not. So we'll do whatever you guys think. So this is what we'll be making. Let me move this aside. And then we'll just bring in our little flowers here. And they come in 3 sections. And we're going to use a glue dot right in the middle. You don't have to color this larger bottom one, okay? You don't have to color that. And I put a glue dot there. Now I'm going to take, I have, this is light pink pirouette, even no cork. Okay, Connie says no cork. Okay, that's fine. So the pink, whatever color you're using, petal pink would really be perfect. I just don't have that marker yet. And I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to kind of color this to the halfway point and not really making anything definitive, just laying down some color. And the center doesn't have to be that filled in because you're not going to see it. Just like that. Then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to lay it on top of here and making sure that things are, you know, where there's a space, then you put a petal. Okay, where there's a space, you put a petal. Now I put another glue dot right here. And now this one, I'll color this one. And this one, I really want to get some in the middle, out here. There's little embossed area here, so I'm going to lightly, just lightly go over that. And I'm going to come up through here. Just very, very lightly embossed little area. And it's best to take your color up to about the halfway point on these petals. And as you can see, I am not really doing anything special at all. Just a little, really scribbling. Hi, Sue. You're so sweet, Sue. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's what we're going to color with. And now we're going to place this one on top of here. And again, you want to place this where a petal is not on that layer, okay? And then you will get it filled in properly. Isn't that nice? Now again, with these are little elements right here. We're going to use the glue dot here. And I'm going to attempt to, or try to kind of make that go into the center of some of these projections right here. And you know, it goes, but it kind of doesn't go. Does that make sense? It just gives it a little dimension if you put them on top of each other, just like that. And now this is going to go on top of that with another glue dot. Just like that. And we're going to place this right here. And that is just so pretty. Now, I saw on some videos, where did I put my bone folder? Here it is. I saw on some videos where they have rolled, but they are my favorite markers. I love to color, Lily. I really do. And I love the blends. But yes, there is a learning curve with the blends. So I take my bone folder and I'm going to curl these all up, okay, into the flower. But I was watching some videos on these flowers. And then the girl took this lower one and curled it down. And it just lets it sit on that. See how the petals just sit there? And then these are up and then these are a little bit down. And I think that looks so pretty. So that's what I did here. I'm going to roll this inner layer up just a little bit more. Like that. And then the outer layer I'm rolling down. Like that. Now I'm going to take a dimensional and I'm going to place it right here in the middle, and we're not ready for that yet, of course. Okay, let's get our greenery together. So that is just, again, simple glue dots. You don't have to have them all, you know, the whole thing stuck down. And just put them the way that you want them to be, you know, however that you want them. If you want them closer together, layered up, or a little further apart, doesn't matter. However you do it is perfect. Now I'm going to put these right here. And then I'm going to put a glue dot on top of each one. Right there. Like that. I'm going to bring my flower back in, and I want to put this in between the layers here, the last layer and the second layer. And I'm just going to stick it there and then just let that glue dot hold it. At least that's what I did. I'm going to put it on that side between the layers right there. See how it's between those layers? And then I just squish it. We're good. That element is done. Okay, now we're going to get to the hard part. The part that kind of scares me a little bit. It's the embossing, the dreaded embossing. I don't know. Sometimes I do it well and sometimes I don't. I can tell you I'm not consistent with it, but I love doing it. Okay, so I take my embossing buddy, I put a little powder, there's powder in there, and I just kind of rub it even over this basic black so that it gets all the oils from your fingers off of it, and then we will stamp nicely. We're going to use Versamark. You always use Versamark if you're going to emboss, and I'm going to do Enjoy Today because I did enjoy today. Now I'm going to stamp this in the middle. Right here. All right. Are we crooked? Should we do the other side? Let's do the other side. There's always side 2, right? Let's try. Embossing buddy. Yeah, so right? It doesn't always come out perfect. It doesn't. And so sometimes I get a little frustrated with embossing. And I love to use glitter and embossing around the holiday times. Okay. Yes, that's a lot better. Okay. Now, let me close this up. And I'm going to bring in my white embossing powder. I get these at Walmart. They are actually good for crayons. They're in the stationery department. These little spoons I got at something that we have around here called the Stock Pot. So like if you are a restaurant or something like that, these are little ice cream spoons, and I'm sure that you could order these online. This is just the smallest little command hook, and it just sticks right in there. I love that. So now I take my embossing powder, and I put it over my project, and then I tap it off. I'm going to turn it upside down and give it a flick here to get most of that off. And I have a little paintbrush over here. Even got some on that side. And I'm going to brush it back into here just to clean it up a little bit. And I am going to take it off here and blow on it because the sparkles can get everywhere from this embossing powders. So let me just put this all back together. That keeps it nice. And now I'm going to bring in my heat tool and a little bit of noise. So we're going to heat that up. And now we're just going to melt that white embossing powder right over there. A little bit more. And that is perfect. That came out very nice. All right, I'm very, very happy with that. Now I'm going to bring my card base in, and this goes on the inside. I want to use my Tombow because I need the wiggle room, because this has to be from one side to the other. So I really needed that wiggle room. Let me get that unclogged. Let me get my pen to unclog it. I keep a quilting pin And it just unclogs those quickly and easily. So let's get this down. And if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber or a downline of mine, your free card kits went out on Friday, I think it was. Yes, I got them mailed on Friday. So this goes all the way to the bottom here. And you want it to go all the way side to side. A lot of times I pick it up and I have to scooch it and maneuver it around just a little bit. There we go. And that works out quite well with the Tombow. I might could have scooched it. There we go. Scooch it to the bottom just a little to cover that white. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate it. I hope you like my videos. It's just me. Honest, I don't do anything special. This is just me live in my craft room. A lot of times I'm on YouTube and I don't even stop the video. I make a mistake. I'm just like, oh, whatever. Everybody makes a boo-boo every now and again, right? So thank you so much. It says see more. Let me, oh, your friend. Oh, I didn't oh, I'm sorry. She never missed me. Oh, thank you so much for telling me that. That warms my heart today. Okay, now we're going to put this piece of DSP. And like I said, it is 4 1/4. It should be by 5 1/2. Yeah. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it takes the whole front of the card. And again, with this, I want to use my Tombow. And you cover the whole front of the card first. And then we're going to talk about this little framelit, or this die. It's not a framelit, they're all dies. I'm trying to get used to new colors, new terminology, new this and that. I'm like, oh no. Okay, so this goes here. And again, because I've used my Tombow, I have that wonderful wiggle room. And like, I like to tap these cards. See, if you tap them down, you will get a nice straight edge there. So this is perfect. I'm just going to rub this on here and let it really take hold, because then it has to go through the big shot. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. Let me close up some of this stuff and put that away. Okay. Now let's go ahead and bring in our envelope. I'm letting this dry really, really well, okay? So I want to bring in my envelope and my petal pink, which I keep calling pretty pink, but it is a pretty pink. And it's like Lily said, it's like a coral pink. Oh, I got a little bit of ink on that one. That'll be okay. All right, and I want to use this right here. I like that. I love the DSP. I absolutely love the DSP. I love this set. It's elegant. You can tone it up or tone it down. You can make it elegant if you want to, or you could just, use a couple of things and it comes out just stinking cute. So I'm going to stamp this right here on my envelope. Pretty. And I'm going to turn it and I'm going to stamp it right here. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So we have that done. Now we want to bring this back in, and I want to use my sentiment up here. And I love this, not only for what you do, but for being someone so special. Enjoy today. So you're going to see the enjoy today first, and then, hi Laura, it will say this inside. So let's go ahead and stamp this. And I'll line this up. And I'm going to come right here. Stamp that in the middle. All right. Now, let's talk about our die. It's not a framelit. It's a die. Okay. Cracks me up. Okay. And I'm sorry I hit the camera again. This little thing is just beautiful. And if you can see here on this card, how this fits in here. Okay, just like that, little points. So you want the flat edge toward the bottom of the card. All right, and I have some washi tape on here because this, if you get this crooked, you've got one shot at this because this is already down. You have one shot. And remember, open it up, okay? Because it's very easy to put it on there and run it through, and then you're like, oh no, I cut the whole card. Now what you want to do first is like, look where your black is right here, because you don't want the white to show. And you want your die just to come right there and leave a little, I'm just going to peek under there, is my, yeah, that'll be fine. So I want that right about there. I think that's good. I'm going to bring it up a little bit because I kind of want my tips almost, I'm looking at my black in here, guys, at the black piece right in here. That's where you want to look. And then you don't want this to go all the way to the top because it might see the white. You want it just a little bit further down on there, and you can see that black in there. So just like that is where I'm going to do it, and we'll just go from there. If we got to make a second cut and cut a little bit more off, we will. Let me bring the big shot over. So I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to open my card, and I have my flat place toward the bottom. And let me get my other plate. And oh, I meant to tell you guys, there is a shim for these embossing folders. I just ordered it yesterday. So I will be getting that, and I will be showing you then how to use these with the new shim. And from what I understand, they come out beautiful. So I'm very excited about getting that. So I have this here. It's down with my tape, so it won't move. I'm going to put my other plate on top of it. And now I'm going to roll this through my big shot. And let's hope for the best, right? If not, we gotta make another one. Let's hope for the best. Okay, wait. I'm gonna run it through again just over here on the side. Because we're going through two pieces of paper, I should have probably cranked it a couple of times back and forth. I'm just gonna get that done right here. And you can just hear me cranking it back and forth. We're good to go. Yes. And that cut it perfectly. That came right apart. I just ran it through like a couple of times. There is a slight little embossed edge here. I know you cannot see that on here. Oh, there. Can you see it like in the... See how the little... There's a little embossed edge on this die. Right here. So that makes like a little line. So let's hope we did good. Oh, look, we did good because Enjoy Today, you can see it. That was one of my like things that I was kind of afraid of. I was like, oh, do I have it? You know, do I have it up far enough? Do I have it down far enough? Because you don't want to cut this to where you're into the white of the cardstock. So just, I'm going to bone fold this nicely. We're almost done. Look at that. That is gorgeous. We're going to get our little element here, and we're going to place it on the center. And I really think this like the card is pretty, but when you put this on it, it's gorgeous. Now, I really do believe that it needs, because it's beautiful, it needs a pearl. I didn't color it. I did another one there where I colored the center kind of brown with the yellow, but I didn't want the brown in there. So I'm going to take a nice pretty pearl, and I'm going to stick it right in the center, and there is our card for this evening. I love it. I'm so happy you guys could come here and be with me this evening. Please add a comment below. You get this card with an envelope, and then where's my goodies here? And then a pile of goodies, along with these two things that come from that framelit set. Or they're not framelits, they're dies. Come from the dies. Okay, so that goes on top of there. I cut a couple of these out. How fun. Thank you so much, saying that it's beautiful. Thank you. I really believe that this flower adds it to the front of that card. Of course, the DSP. I mean, you know, the DSP is gorgeous. It is just beautiful. The black background with the magnolias, I would have never thought. I just love it. And I'm really, really happy with the way that this card turned out. So that's what you'll get. In fact, let me say this, okay? The giveaway, I'm going to give away both these cards. I really love them, and I want you to have them. So the giveaways now, it's going to be both of these cards, both of the envelopes, and some little goodies right here. I love to send things to everybody. I really do, because I just love, I like what I make. I like what you guys, how do you get a materials list? Oh, I've never done a materials list. I can put a materials list over on my, I will put a materials list over on my website. There will be icons that over on my website, and I'll have it up by next week, that will tell you, it'll show you the card and the video, and then underneath there will be all these icons, and it'll show you the number for the the bundle and the price and everything. So it will be on my website, and I don't know if I'll get to it tonight. If not, it will be at the beginning of the week. But you go over to stampinginthevalley.com, and I can and it will be over there, and I'll make that a priority. So that is, I like so new. And oh, the paper is, let me get the paper. The paper is the Magnolia Lane Designer Series paper right here. Magnolia Lane. And and this is how what I do with my paper. Let me show you. These that have the tops that are like this, okay? I keep my paper in this. I keep my cardboard on the back, because it tells me everything here that coordinates with it. So saffron, petal pink, mossy meadow, early espresso, basic black. Okay, it tells you everything, so it takes all that guesswork out of it. As long as you stay within those colors, your card's going to come out beautiful. So this is how it comes. Then let me show you what I did with some of my other packs. Yes. So what I did was I had some like this from the Floral Essence. This does not come with those little, that little top that you can reattach. So I had some paper from another one that did, this one does right here. And I just cut the cardboard out so that it would tell me what it was. And I put it right here, just put it on with Scotch tape. And now, see, you could put all your scraps in here. Every little piece of scrap goes in here. So you don't have a bunch of mess of paper all over the place. But this is the Magnolia Lane bundle. It's in the new catalog. Let me show you that. I love when you guys are right here and you can ask me questions and I can answer. So let's see, is it on page 38? Yes, right here. It starts on page 37, the Magnolia Lane Suite. And if you like the stamp set and the framelits and the embossing folder, here is one number for all three of these. Isn't that nice how they did that? I love that. But if you want to order it separately, fine, you can. But if you're going to order the stamp set and the framelits, go to the front of the catalog. And here are all the bundles listed with their numbers and prices. Here are all the bundles that are listed. I have got to get this truck, guys. I have got to get this truck. I want to do that. And then the cuckoo clock right here. Those are two of my faves. But I just ordered, where is that flat? I had to have the daisy. I just ordered this one, the Daisy Lane bundle. So we'll be working with that Daisy Lane bundle. I like that because I have the other daisy and I wanted to layer them on top of each other, a large and a small. But anyway, these are all the bundles and they're listed right in the front. I thought that was such a smart idea to do that with this catalog this year. And I really like that change. You've seen me use the Sailing Home. I love that. So let's see, where's our bundle for today? Magnolia. Why am I missing that? Here it is on the bottom. Good morning, Magnolia. Here is the bundle. But if you want to order the suite with the embossing folder, then that is that big number on top. I haven't gotten the embossing folder yet, but I'm going to because I love it. It's a 3D because I just ordered that plate to go with it. And so that all three of these coordinate with that number up there. So that's how that goes. And everybody said no cork. So we will not put cork. That's good. So I'm going to send you both these cards and this little hodgepodge of goodies. And I so appreciate everyone coming by to my live video on Sunday night. I look forward to it. I look forward to seeing you guys. I'll pick a winner tomorrow night for the giveaway, okay? Thanks again for watching and happy crafting. And thanks for dropping by.